Hello and welcome my friend to this exciting course React and Bootstrap Complete Portfolio with Contact Form. My name is Andrei Dovganyuk. I'm front-end web developer over 5 years and I'll be your guide in this course. Who is this course for and what you'll require to know? This course for those who want to learn two technologies as React and Bootstrap and how to build professional application with these popular technologies. In this project, I'll show you in details, step by step, how to use those two technologies. You will learn how to use tools as React hooks, Bootstrap, React particles, react-popupbox to create the modal windows, react-responsive-carousel, and much more. You will learn how to use Git and how to create GitHub repositories, how to use GitFlow, how to download the project from GitHub to your machine and open in code editor. So what you should know to feel comfortable during this course? You need to know basic HTML and CSS, and of course basic JavaScript. You need to know what is variables, objects, arrays and functions. And we're gonna build this project. So you can see here's a navbar and here's the links to the components. And for example, if I click to about, it scroll down to about section and services, experience and etc. And let me go back, guys. So you can see here's particles. I will show you how to implement the particles, and you can see here's the typed effect. I will show you also how you can implement in your project. And okay, yeah, and let's go down. I'm gonna scroll down to the about me section. And you can see here you can place your photo, and here's gonna be the about me section when you're gonna tell to your potential customer or the company or your future boss about you, your experience, etc. And also if I click services, and it's bring me down to the my services, I add 4 services, for example web design, web development, Facebook ads, social media marketing and Google ads. You can make it clickable. I just show you the idea, and you can make it clickable to click and open and I don't know, a different section where is more detailed about your service. All right, so let's go next, experience. And here's the component experience. I will show you how to build this kind, and here you can add your experience, the year from 2014 in my example, in my case, and here's gonna be the description, what you was doing, what what technologies used and where you worked and etc. And let's go to portfolio. And here's the portfolio. Here's I add the 4 blocks, and here's my projects which I made on YouTube. And for example, if click, and you can see here's a pop-up window, modal window, and here's a title about your project, the picture. Here's can be some description and the link to GitHub. Okay, and here's my happy clients, that's testimonials section. I will show you how to create this kind of carousel where you can add the testimonials of your clients or reviews. And let's go, and this is a contact form. I will show you how to build this kind of form with this transition, and your potential client or some people who want to contact with you about some job, they contact to you. So for example, let me show you how the form work, and we're gonna create the, of course, the with the validation. Let me show you if somebody try to send the empty form. Click, and you can see here's the errors gonna be. So please enter your name, add the phone, provide email and subject and description. And when type the name, you can see here's a error disappear. Okay, same thing with the phone. Okay, and email, let me type So for example, name, you can see the first arrow disappeared, but here's show up the different arrow where tell me invalid email format. Okay, because I need to add the add and some name of the provider, Gmail for example, dot, and it's supposed to be dot, and it's supposed to be not less than 2 characters. I add not less than 2. Why? Because in Russia we have RU, all right, or some website. Let me show you. Some web site have .tv or .io. Okay, you can see after the 2 characters the arrow disappeared. Okay, and of course same thing with subject. When we type some subject, the test message. Okay, and same thing in description area. So hello there, and let's send this form. And when I submit the button, it's form declare, and you can see the success message, form sent successful, I'll contact you as soon as possible. So let's see the email. You can see here's the test message what I just sent. Okay, and here's the subject, the test message, and here's the sender name, sender phone, and sender email, and here's the description or message what they gonna describe their project or some like that. Okay, and that's it with the form. Yeah, and you can see here's a footer. I'm gonna show you how to create the share buttons. For example, the people can share your portfolio and their social media. For example, for Facebook, you can see here's the hashtag JavaScript. I will show you how to create this one, and I will show you also how to create the some description of the sharing. Okay, I add here full stack developer, but you can add some different text. Okay, and here's a link to the project. I add my YouTube channel, but you will of course add your portfolio address. Okay, and I will show you on the end how to deploy the project to the GitHub pages. All right, so you're gonna have for free online your portfolio. Okay, so same thing with the Twitter. All right, I don't have the account, that's why I not use the Twitter. For Reddit, and there's a bunch of the icons, social medias you can add. I will show you in a course. Okay, and yeah, and same thing with LinkedIn. So yeah, that's what we're gonna build, guys, and it's interesting and it's gonna be fun. Okay, and of course this portfolio is mobile friendly. Let me show you how it looks on a mobile. Yeah, we can go to top, just click to the links. Okay, and you can see here's the no more particles, because I removed the particles when it's on a mobile version. All right, and let's see, and if we click to the projects. All right, also the form, you can see it looks okay, nice in the mobile, on a Pixel 2 services. Let's see, experience, contacts. Okay, and I'm not gonna go through all the mobiles, but I'm gonna show you some. The iPhone 6, 7, 8, experience, services, what else? Portfolio. Let's see how the portfolio. Okay, contact form. All right. Okay, let's see on the iPad. Okay. Go to the home, and if we rotate and you can see the particles appear. All right, because I add not the maximum when it's 768 pixel wide, the particles disappear. Okay. Yep, and let's see like this. Okay. Let's see the form. You will learn everything, guys. I will show you step by step. I'm gonna explain everything, every my step. If you think this course what you was looking for, so welcome. So let's build this portfolio. All right, so see you in a next video. Let's create an empty folder. So it's gonna be our project, and I'm gonna call it portfolio project. And I'm gonna use Visual Studio, and you can use, of course, any you like, you prefer. So open, and I'm gonna open the terminal, and we're gonna install create React app boilerplate, space dot, and press enter to install it. Alright, so that's installed, and let's see if no issues. I'm gonna clear the terminal, and to start the project we're gonna type npm start. So boilerplate working good without any issues. And now I'm gonna clean the project. I'm gonna delete unnecessary files which I'm not gonna use. I'm not gonna use index.css, and I'm gonna also delete the SVG logo. You can see it's right away show the arrow because we delete two files. The SVG logo, I need to remove the import path from app.js, and in index.js I'm gonna delete index.css import path, and also in the app it can't find the logo on this one. So let's delete everything. I'm gonna type some text so we can see this text in our browser. So like portfolio project. Let me save, and you can see no more error. So compile successfully. Let's check. Let me reload, and you can see no problem. All right, so let's continue. And we're gonna use in this project Bootstrap, so we need to install the Bootstrap package. I'm gonna split the terminal. To install the Bootstrap, just npm I and Bootstrap. Alright, we installed the Bootstrap, and this is version 4.5.3. Your will be different. Now, guys, in the public, let's also delete the favicon and these two images. I don't need them. All right, and so for those who don't know, guys, where we install all the packages, I'm gonna show you right now. So we just installed the Bootstrap. It goes right here. Any package which we install with npm, go to the node modules. Let's open the node modules folder, and let's find the Bootstrap. And the Bootstrap right here. So how we import any package from node modules. In our case right now, we're gonna import the Bootstrap. So let's open the Bootstrap. You can see the destination folder. Let's open destination folder. Here's the CSS folder, and in CSS folder we need to import the bootstrap.min.css file to Bootstrap working in our application. We need the minimized CSS. Okay, so let's import. So import in a quotes type Bootstrap folder, then you can see suggestion destination folder, then CSS folder, and the file bootstrap.min.css. Okay, let's save, and if we open the browser, okay, we can see some error. I don't know why it's happened, because we done everything correctly. So just let's restart the server. So Ctrl+C on Windows, and let's restart the server. npm start. All right, so let's see. Yeah, you can see without any issues. I don't know why it's happened, but sometimes weird stuff happen when we develop in React. Okay, you can see it's the change. You can see the font change. It's a Bootstrap. All right, so I think we're done for this video, but before we finish, we're gonna use in this project Git. Okay, we're gonna create the branches, and it's very powerful tool when you develop. So in each step, in each component or what we're gonna build, and we're gonna create the new branch. So why we're gonna do this? Because if we messed up somewhere, so we always can come back, you know, where we start. Let me bring it up, and let's add everything what we just done, and git add space and dot. Okay, press enter, and now we need everything commit. So git commit -m, and now we can add our commit. So the comment gonna be project setup. And hit enter, and let's see git log. Let's see, you can see our commit, first commit. All right, project setup, and that's it for this video. I guess, guys, in the next video we're gonna create the navigation bar for our portfolio. All right, so see you in the next video. In this video, we're gonna create the navigation bar, and before we move on, guys, I want to show you how we're gonna track, how we're gonna manage our project on GitHub. We're gonna create the branches and we're gonna upload to GitHub. All right, so for example, we just set up our project, we add everything to Git, and we commit, and now let's upload to GitHub. So to do that, I'm gonna open the terminal, and I just gonna check if no any changes. To check it, git status. All right, no changes, nothing to commit, working through clean. Okay, now let's open GitHub. If you don't have the account on GitHub, I highly recommend you. Let's type GitHub. I'm gonna go to my account, and I'm gonna open the all repositories. Okay, I'm gonna create a new one. I'm gonna name it. You can specify the name. You can name it wherever you like. Right here, portfolio project tutorial. Okay, you can specify some description. It's optional. You can see I'm not gonna do some description. Just create repository. Okay, and it's already created, and we need to add this repository. I'm gonna paste this line, and all right, some error, so let's try different. Git remote set URL origin, and I'm gonna copy the link to repository, press enter. Okay, and now we can push. Just type git push -u, and a region and the name of the branch. The branch name is a master. Hit enter and it's supposed to upload to our repository. Okay, let's see. Let's reload. And you can see we just upload the whole project to the portfolio project tutorial repository. All right, so if we're gonna see right here, here's the master branch, but next branch gonna be the navigation bar. We're gonna name it nav bar, and we're gonna upload to when we finish develop the navigation bar. Okay, so that's easy to track, you know, so you always can move back if you messed up with some for example, if we're gonna mess up some in a navigation bar, we always can go back to the master and start over, you know. That's easy and make your development more convenient. Okay, let me close the terminal, and now we're gonna start. So we need to create in a source folder another directory. I'm gonna name it components. Here we're gonna keep all our components, and the first one it's gonna be the navbar.js. And guys, before I'm gonna do some coding, I want to show you the plugins which I use. You can install two plugins. First one, bracket pair coloralized. That's make the different colors of your code, so it's easy to navigate. And yeah, you're welcome to install, guys. And the main one, which the snippets we're gonna use from this plugin, ES7 React Redux GraphQL React Native snippet. All right, you can check. Here's the documentation. It's very handy tool, so it's help develop faster. Okay, so and I'm gonna use the snippet to create the functional component FCE. You can see it suggests me, and bam, it's create the functional component boilerplate. So now I can start create my navigation bar. And as we use the Bootstrap, so let's go to the Bootstrap documentation. So I gonna look for the nav bar, and let's open, and I'm gonna use this navigation bar, and I'm gonna recreate it. Okay, so just click copy, go right here, and instead of this div, I'm gonna paste all the markup. And you can see here's showed up right away the error. So in a JS6 we need to specify not like in a HTML class, but class name. Okay, that's how we create the class in the JS6. So let's Control D, select all the class, and we're gonna rename it to class name. Okay, and we're not gonna use the search bar, so we can remove it. And also I'm not gonna use the disabled button, and I'm not gonna use the drop down button. Okay, so I can just select and remove unnecessary items. Okay, now we have two links. Actually, let's save and let's see in a browser. Now we need to start our project, our server. Start, just type start, hit enter, and now we can see our project in a browser. And of course we can't see the navbar because we need to import to our highest component, which is app.js. All right, so let's import. To do that, just type import. I'm gonna name it navbar, and it's come from the folder components and / and you can see the suggest me file, the navbar. So we don't need to specify this extension .js because we have the webpack right here, and webpack already know this is a JavaScript file. So yeah, don't need to specify extension. And instead of the heading 2, we're gonna add the navbar component. Let's save and let's see in the browser. and we see it's rendered without any issues. So we're gonna recreate, we're gonna style as we need, and we're gonna add here the image logo. Okay, we're gonna create a couple more links, rename it, move to the right, change the background of the navigation bar. Okay, and let's continue. Let's go to the navigation bar, and instead of BG light, this is a Bootstrap class. Instead of light, I'm gonna add dark, and we can see the result right away. Okay, and I want to move the links, these links, to the right side. It's easy. It's gonna use the Bootstrap class. Instead of margin right, margin left auto, save, and let's see, and you can see the links right here. So let's add the image, and I prepare for you the files, guys. It's gonna be the in a material of the videos. Okay, and I'm gonna open, and I'm gonna grab the logo. Let me open my project right here, and I'm gonna add to the source file. So I'm just gonna copy and paste right here the logo. Okay, I can fold it, open, and you can see in my source folder I have the logo. That's my logo. Alright, so let's add the logo. First we need to import, and as I use the Bootstrap, and Bootstrap have the double quotes, I'm gonna keep double quotes in my whole project to make code looks more clean. Okay, so let's import the logo, and I can name whatever I like. Okay, logo or my logo, it doesn't matter, you give it a name. So I'm gonna name it just logo, and I'm gonna import from, and it's as we inside of the components, we need to go up to the source folder. That's with the two dots. Okay, and I'm gonna type logo and the name of the file png. All right, and right here, instead of the text, I'm gonna add the image component mg, and press tab, and it's create for me the image component, and in the curly braces I'm gonna add the logo, the name we just created. Okay, that's gonna be the path, and for the alt I can add logo. If the image not show up, the user gonna see the text. Okay, let's save. Let's see in the browser, and we can see the logo showed up. So now let's style, and now we can use app css file, and right here we're gonna create the styles for our navigation bar. So let me comment right here, and let's give the class for our logo, class name logo. So let's save. Now we can style, and right here I'm gonna add the logo class name, and the width I want to add for example 260 pixels. And let's guys in this project use not pixels but rams, because Bootstrap use ram, not pixels. All right, so let's convert the pixels to the ram, and it's easy. Let's find the tool for it. I'm gonna type pixels to ram, and I know the good tool, that's Ninja Units. And right here we can add the pixels. It's gonna be 260, and let's convert to 16.25 ram. Let's copy, and let's, instead of the pixels, let's add 260 ram. Let's save. Let's see the result. Oh, my bad, guys. Not 260, but 16.25. Okay, and 16.25. Let's save, and now let's see. All right, so and now let's work on our links. Let's style them, and right here I'm gonna add another small comment. So here's gonna be the links, nav links, or let's do the menu links. All right, so and we need to grab the class name nav link and style it as we need. Okay, so let's go here and nav nav link. I'm gonna add the font weight. I'm gonna use 500 and letter spacing. Let's use 0.6. Let's do pixels for now. Okay, and I wanna add the cursor pointer. Actually, let's check and convert this to RAM. Let's add to our tool, which we just found online right here. Let's add, and let's see. Okay, let's grab, because we're gonna use the RAM, right? Okay, right here, and let's save. Okay, not much, but we moving forward. All right, let's continue. Let's transform it to uppercase. So nav ULLI text transform uppercase. Let's save. All right, and guys, let's change the font. I'm gonna use Google Fonts, and let's find the Google Fonts. Yeah, I'm gonna use Roboto condensed. Okay, and this project we're gonna use this font, and I'm gonna click here, and two ways you can use link and add to the public right here to HTML right here, or you can use import and import into the CSS file. So I'm gonna choose this variant, and in the CSS file on the top, and right here I'm gonna just paste this line, and I wanna implement to whole body this font, and I'm gonna type so the rule font family in the quotes and Roboto condensed, and gonna use sans serif for it. Let's save. Let's see if it's changed, and it's changed. All right, so let's change the color. I want to use the white color for my links. We're gonna add the new rule right here. So we're gonna use the class navbar nav. So in the UL we're gonna say, so we want to change the color of our link. Okay, to do that, so the navbar, nav li and a, I want to add the color, and let's guys create the variables for our colors. Okay, right here. To do that, just root and the name of the variable primary. I'm gonna name it primary white. You can specify any name you like, and it's gonna be the triple F. Okay, now I can use the variables type var, and name of the variable it's primary white. Let's see if it's work, and it doesn't work because we need to override the Bootstrap rules, and to do that just use important. Let's save, let's see, and that's work. Actually, I not really like the font weight. Let's see if we're gonna do without. Let's make just comment. Let's see now. I like this way better. Okay, so I'm not gonna use the font weight, and actually spacing, I don't know, let me see. Okay, let's leave the spacing. Yeah, and let's open the navbar file. I want to guys add I want to wrap everything inside of the nav. I want to wrap with the container. It's a Bootstrap class, so you're gonna see the different right now. So let me add the div with the class name container, and I press Alt and move page down arrow right here to move this close tag div. Let's save and let's see the difference. You can see, so it's wrapped right now with the container maker spaces right here. That's what I want to, and I want to add some margins right here. So I'm gonna open my CSS, and right here I'm gonna add the margin right. I wanna add let's do 12 pixels, but let me convert to the rams. 0.75 ram, copy, and I'm gonna paste right here, and I'm gonna implement for the left margin left. Let me save, and yeah, you can see it's kind of space right here. That's what I want. All right, so and let's style our logo, and right here I'm gonna add let's see the class of our container. Where is logo? Navbar brand. Let me copy the class and let me change some rules in here. So I want to add the width. Let's do max width. It's gonna be the 17.25 ram. Let me add the padding 0. I'm gonna use important, and I wanna add the height 6 ram, and I'm gonna add the important. Let's see. All right. Okay, let's rename the links. We gonna have the links for the home, for the about, services. Okay, let me just add 4 more. So here's gonna be the about me, then next gonna be the services, and next one gonna be I'm gonna add how work. That's mean how I work, what I do. I'm gonna describe on a timeline. You can add your experience, for example, you know. And the last one, not last one, the portfolio is gonna be the for portfolio. And the last one, I think we're gonna add the contacts. Okay, where's here? Let's add the li right here. Okay, let's save. Let's see now, and let's see now. Let's make a font smaller, I think. Yeah, let's add font size. Let's add 0.8, for example, ram, then less than 16. Okay, and we're gonna leave this, but we'll see. I don't know how work about me. Let me see the container. Let me see the URL. I think we need to get rid of the margin left. Okay, so now let's get rid of the margin. For now we'll see. Okay, so let me delete this class, and I think the problem is because okay, let me see. I think I messed up with the LIs. Yes, I messed up with li right here, and add right here, and I'm gonna remove this one. Now let's save. Let's see now, and now it's good. All right. Okay, and if we click, it doesn't work because we not connect the jQuery, JavaScript and jQuery, which goes with the Bootstrap. And let's go get started, and we need to copy these lines. Let's go to our project, to public index.html, and before the closing body tag, we're gonna just paste and save the jQuery. So our Bootstrap will work correct. Okay, so let's see now. Let's refresh and you can see now our menu working. Okay, and it's mobile friendly. All right, so now I want to, when we hover, I want to show the border on the top with the orange color. Okay, let's do this. Let's open the app CSS and we're gonna add the rules right here. Nav bar nav li a that active. This is a class. Let me show you. Active class. It's go right here. Okay. It's a Bootstrap class. Active, and then we want to nav bar nav again and again li and again a that active focus. And let's add border tab. Gonna use 3 pixel again. Let's convert to the rams. 3 pixels. Solid. And the color again, let's use the variable as we start creating variables. I'm gonna name the variable primary orange, and the color the pound f 9ab and 00. Okay, and let's add right here, we can add the variable, so the primary orange. Okay, let's see, and right here, and okay, guys, messed up right here, not active but a. Let me save and let's see now. Okay, when we click, it's focus and it's active. Okay, but you can see how the jump our blocks were the links. So let's fix it. We need to just add another border tab to our nav links right here. So let me add the border tab, and it's again, let me copy the ram and solid, and let's create another variable. We're gonna call it primary dark, and it's gonna be the RGBA 255 255 255, and the opacity is 0. And let's add right here the variable primary dark. Let's save, and let's see now. So now it's no anymore jumping. Why it's jump? Because we don't have the border on the top when by default. Okay, so that's why when we click, it show the border on the top and it's moved down. But now we just escape this issue, if we may call this way. Okay, so now I want to add on the hover, not just active but on the hover. Let's do this. Just add again nav bar nav li a and hover, and I'm gonna copy the rule. Let's see now, and okay, working. But you know, when it's active and I want to, when I hover, the border disappeared right here, and so go right here and I'm gonna add the active class. Okay, so because we're gonna, guys, it's gonna be the landing page that's gonna only scroll down. When we click, let's go to some section. For example, click, let's go to portfolio section, click to how work, service, etc. Okay, so let's see and if everything good working as we want to. Okay, and let's see on mobile devices, for example, let's see on iPhone X. Okay, all right, Galaxy. Okay, here's some issue, or maybe not issue. We'll see. For now, guys, what I want to do, I want to rebuild the hamburger menu. I want to add a font awesome icon right here. It's SVG. So okay, and we need to install some packages, but let's first open, it's called React Font Awesome npm. Let's see right here. So we need to install React Font Awesome, and you can read the documentation. But I'm gonna show you how to work with React Font Awesome, and we need to install the package. First, we're gonna copy this line of code, Font Awesome SVG core. Let's go here. Let's split the terminal, and I'm gonna paste right here and hit enter to install this package. All right, installed without issues. Next, we're gonna grab this line, free solid SVG icons, and I'm gonna, instead of this, I'm gonna paste this, hit install, and the next, React by itself font awesome. Okay. All right, let's just in case check in the package.json file, and you can see we installed all the 3 packages. Okay, so now let's work with the font awesome for our hamburger menu, and I need to import first of all. So let me add the comment right here, and I'm gonna add the font React Font Awesome import, and let's see the down here. So we need to import the font awesome icon component. Let me copy, and it's come from, okay, let me just grab this line, okay, this import, and we're gonna add right here. I'm gonna change to double quotes. And now guys, let me show you which icons. Okay, you can see it's differently, but it's kind of same font awesome as we already know for the HTML sites or whatever. It's let me open the font awesome, just not.com, font awesome. Let me open their website, and right here, so let's find the hamburger menu. Okay, we need to grab this guy. Let's click, and you can see guys, it's go with FA bars, but in React as font awesome we name it a little bit differently. Let me show you how. So you can see FA bars, and we need to import in a curly braces FA, and with the camel B bars from let's go from the React font awesome. Okay, and now let's add, I have some issue here because let me delete this guy, and let's add instead of okay, let me show you what we need to change. Let me both fold right here, and let's inspect, and you can see this is a span. Okay, we need to add, instead of this span of the Bootstrap span, the font awesome icon, and we need to remove this. We need to add the font awesome component right here. Okay, and now we need to specify which icon we like to add. Icon, and it's go FA, and you can see this suggests me the icon FA bars. It's exactly the same this guy. Okay, all right, so let's save. I think it should be work without issue. And some error, attempt import error file bar is not exported from okay, so it's not go from the React Awesome, but it's go from let me see the documentation right here, and go from the solid. Okay, let me just copy this line and I'm gonna paste right here. Okay, now it should be work. Yep. Okay, you can see now. Let's change the color. We're gonna do right here. We're not gonna create any class. And in React, if you don't know, what we can style right in the our component. So style, color, and I want to add the white. Yep, work. No problem. All right, that's how we use the React icons. And I think we're done for this video tutorial. And now guys, let's add everything to Git and commit, and let's upload to our repository the branch which we named navbar. And of course we're not named. That's bad, kind of bad, but we can add now. Let's clear for now, and I'm gonna do this way, guys. Now I'm gonna add everything. Okay, and I'm gonna commit. That's I forget. I need to right away create the navbar branch, but I forget. But we're just gonna fix this. Okay, and the commit, so navbar completed. That sometimes happen. Sometimes we forget things. And let's see, git status. So nothing to commit. It's work. Now let's create the new branch. To create the new branch, git checkout dash b, and the name of the branch name gonna be the navbar. All right. And now we're gonna upload the navbar to the GitHub, and we're gonna type git push dash u origin and the name of the branch which we wanna upload to our repository. Let's press enter. Okay, and let's check in our project. Let me reload. All right, and we can see we just push the navbar branch. It's right here. All right, so that's how we work with Git and with GitHub. All right, and in the next video, guys, we're gonna create the header with the background, with the particles, and it's gonna be fun. Let's imagine a situation when you lost your project files. Accidentally you delete, or your hard drive crash, or something happen, you know. That's why we use the GitHub. We always can upload our project and continue work where we last time stopped. Let's open a GitHub account. I'm gonna open mine. You can open yours, of course. And I'm gonna open repositories, and repository we created its portfolio project tutorial, and you can see we created two branches. Okay, a master and navbar. So to upload, if I'm gonna click clone, upload, or download the zip file, that's gonna upload the master branch. Master branch is by default, you know, and we're not gonna have our last work. So to upload the last branch we're working on, we need to make it default. Okay, by default. So to change it, go to settings, branch, and let's switch to the navbar, and I'm gonna update. It's asked me if I understand and update this branch to default. Yes. Okay, let's go back, and if we open, you can see it's by default. And later, guys, I'm gonna show you how to pull requests, how to merge. Okay, but for now, let's do this way. So now we switch to navbar, and it's by default. That's why we can upload everything, and okay, in our navbar. And I go right here. I'm gonna use the terminal to clone. You can download zip, unzip, and open in your code editor. And I'm gonna use the git bash, and let me switch to desktop, and git clone, and paste the repository link, hit enter, and it's gonna clone to my desktop. Okay, all right, you can see here's my project. And now let me switch to the project. Okay, you can see we're in a navbar branch. Okay, so to open in a Visual Studio, simply type code space and period, hit enter, and it's gonna open in my Visual Studio. All right, as you can see, we don't have no modules folder, because when we upload onto GitHub, it's upload without node modules, because unnecessary bunch of packages store in a GitHub repository in your GitHub account. Okay, to save a space. Okay, so now we just open simply Control tilde, open the terminal, and now we're gonna install the node modules. And of course, as we open package.json, you can see here's all our packages. And when we install node modules by the npm install or shortcut I, hit enter, and it's gonna install all the packages. Okay, and we're gonna have them in our project, in our node modules. All right, so we can check. You can see node modules. We can check if we installed Bootstrap, if we have Bootstrap. Just in case, you can see we have Bootstrap. Also, we're gonna have the font awesome. I'm not gonna spend time to look for it, but it's there, believe me. Okay, so we're gonna create right now the header, and gonna style it. So in a source folder, in the components, let's create the new file header. Gonna name it like so, and I'm gonna use snippets, RAFCE. Sometimes doesn't work. Okay, and let me quick just gonna change to double quotes, and let me close, let me remove this, and let's create the div with the class name header wrapper tab, and let's create for me the div with the class name. Next, let me create main info, the div with the main info class, and here I'm gonna add the heading 1 with the text web development and websites promotions. You can add your text. Let's see what we got. First, of course, before we start our server, let's import the header right here in the component app.js. Here I'm gonna name it header, and it's come from components, and it's gonna be the header. Let me add after navbar header, and of course we need to wrap this too. I'm gonna wrap in a empty container, which is React fragment. Okay, let's save and open the terminal, clear it, and npm start. All right, and now first let me close this terminal. First we need to add the background to our project, background image, which is this one. So I'm gonna copy and paste to right here to the source. Let me paste. So, and let me close this, and Let's open app CSS. I'm gonna copy this comment. I'm gonna add right here, and here's gonna be the header. And first class we're gonna style, it's let me close this, and we're gonna style the header wrapper. And let's add the position, gonna be the relative, and background URL. And I'm gonna add this wall and laptop background. Let me just copy the name, select all, copy, and close this, and I'm gonna add right here. And right away I'm gonna add now repeat. I'm gonna add the size of the background. I'm gonna use the cover because I wanna cover the whole header with this background. And background position, I'm gonna use the center. And the height, I'm gonna use let me add the 90 view height. Save, and let's see what we got. And okay, we have our background. Now let's edit the text. It's gonna be inside the main info component, and we're gonna after add the typed effect, okay, and button, and after we're gonna add the particles. All right, so first let's style our main info container right here, and we're gonna display flags. And I wanna add the flags direction, flags direction column, because I wanna, let me show you, I wanna stack the text, and under the main heading text I wanna add the typed effect of the text. I'm gonna use 3 strings, I will show you. And after the under the typed effect, the typed text, I want to add the button. That's why we use the flags column. Okay, we're just gonna use the flags. It's gonna stack side by side, but we need the column. Okay, all right, you will see, guys, in a minute. I'm gonna use the justify content, not self content. I want the center, and align items and center as well. Text, align, center. Okay, let me save for now, and let's create another components, which is a typed effect. And it's we use, okay, why our font doesn't work? Our font doesn't work. Okay, let me add the font family for our main info. Let me see. Okay, now it's changed. Okay, and let's change the color of the main info heading 1. Color gonna be the variable primary white. I'm gonna use the white, or actually let's do orange. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's save, right? And let's do it uppercase. So text transform uppercase. Okay, and okay, let's add the typed effect. We're gonna use the library, the package for it, and its name React typed. Okay, let's open. And to install it, let's just copy this line. And let's open the terminal. I'm gonna split, and I'm gonna paste right here. Hit enter. Now we're gonna install it. Okay, and now let's import right here. I'm gonna name it typed. You can name it whatever you like, and we're gonna import from React typed. Okay, and I'm gonna add this component right here, typed, like so, and let me add some attributes. I'm gonna add the class name. We're gonna start a little bit, and I'm gonna name it typed text. And right here, I'm gonna add the property string. It's actually strings. It's gonna be the object, and inside the object, we're gonna add the array with the strings, with the text which we wanna see. So I'm gonna add the web design. The next string gonna be the web development, and the third one I'm gonna add actually two more. I'm gonna add Facebook ads, social media marketing, for example, and Google ads. It's gonna be the last one. Let's save. Let's see what we have. Okay, let's style first. Let me close this one and make a small comment right here. So it's gonna be typed text, and the class typed. Actually, let me see, type text. Yes, let me copy. So I'm not gonna add any mistakes. Okay, right here, and I'm gonna add the rule font size. I'm gonna add 2 rem, and I want to add the color for the text. I'm gonna use variable and primary white. Primary white. Let's save. Let's check result. Yes, it started, but not as we like. It's too fast, and it's when it's play all the strings, it stopped. We wanna loop, and let me add the speed. First, I'm gonna add type speed. You can see the suggestions, and it's gonna be in the curly brackets, and I'm gonna add the 40. You can play with the speed as you like. And back speed, I'm gonna show you what is the back speed. And back speed, I want to add 60. So let me save, let me show you. The back speed, it's go back, okay? And the speed when it's unfold, okay? Yeah, and it's stop. Let's add one more attribute loop. So it's gonna non-stop looping, okay? And you can see it start over, start again, okay? Okay, so now let's add the button. We're gonna add after the type effect, and it's gonna be the hyperlink. Later we're gonna switch to the React router links, okay? But it's gonna be later. Now let's add the class name for our button. It's gonna be the couple classes, BT and main offer. And let's go right here, and let me add class right here, and I'm gonna grab let me copy this. I'm gonna add right here header main offer button. Okay, and for the button we're gonna add the next rule. So we want the border. I'm gonna add 1 pixel. Here I'm gonna use the pixel, and the color gonna be the let me see, we don't have the red. I wanna add the primary red, and it's gonna be pound EF 40 and 35. And right away let's add the primary hover red, and it's gonna be the pound F33501. All right, so right here I'm gonna add primary red, and let me see, we don't have any text, and we're gonna add the text contact me. Let's see in the browser how it looks like. Okay, let's continue style text transform uppercase. border radius. It's gonna be the 0, and I want to add the padding. On the top it's gonna be 10 pixels, and right gonna be 12 pixels, bottom 12 pixels, and on the left 12 pixels. Alright, so let's convert this to the rams. Let's go to the again pixel to ram, open our favorite tool, and I'm gonna add 10 pixels right here, and rest of them 12 pixels. Copy, and I'm gonna add right here and right here. All right, let me see what we got. All right, and color of the text, I want of course white, primary white, and let's make a margin on the top. I'm gonna add to ram. All right, okay, so now let's place it right here on the center, and we need to go back to our main info. So let me add the position absolute. Why absolute? Because particle is gonna have the z-index 1. I'm gonna place 1. It's gonna be the close to us, to the client, okay, but I wanna put this container on the top of the particles. So background gonna be the behind the particles, and also we're gonna z-index the navigation bar. We want the navigation bar on the top, and we're gonna make the navigation bar stick, okay. When we're gonna scroll down, it's gonna be on the top all the time. All right, so for now let's center it. To center the absolute position, we just simply need to add on the top 0, and the left 0 as well, and the right 0, and on the bottom 0. Okay, let me save. Let's see, and yep, we center it. And now let's guys add the particles, and we're gonna use the library for it. It's called React Particles.js. You can check this documentation, and let's grab this line. Okay, I'm gonna split the terminal, and I'm gonna paste in here. Hit enter. Alright, we install the React Particle.js right here. Okay, let me close this, and let's import. I'm gonna import right here. I'm gonna name it particles from React Particles.js, and I'm gonna add the component particles right here. All right, and of course we're not gonna see anything yet. Okay, so what we're gonna add, the params and particles object with shape. Let's do it. Right here, params, particles object. I'm gonna add the number of particles. Let's set value 30. Density, I'm gonna add the enable. It's gonna be the true, and value area 900. And you can see it's on the top. All right, we're gonna style it, and we're gonna place right here. Let me go to the app CSS. First of all, let's inspect. You can see canvas and the class ts particles -canvas.-el. I'm gonna grab this class. I'm gonna use it right now to style our particles. And let's style right here. Let me add the comment line right here. And position are gonna be absolute. Height, I wanna add 100 viewport height, and width, I wanna add the 100 view width. Z index, I'm gonna add 1. Okay, let me save. Let's see right now, and we can see the particles flying around. What we're gonna do, you can see it's on the top of the nav bar, but I want to make the nav bar on the top of the particles. So let's go back to the app CSS and the nav bar. I'm gonna add right here the nav. Simply it's gonna be the z indexed 2 nav bar on the top of the particles layer. Okay, so let's style a little bit the particles. And let's open the app and let's add another object. It's gonna be the shape. So I can see suggestion and the shape. I want to add type circle and stroke. Stroke object gonna be the width. I'm gonna add 6 and the color. Pound F9AB00. Okay, let's save. Let's see right now the particles. Okay, we can add any shape. We can add, for example, star. You can see it's a stars square. Okay, you can play with the particles. You can check the documentation. All right, but we're gonna move on. I'm gonna change to circle. Okay, and you can see it's on the top of this main info container. I want to place it on the top of the particles layer as the navigation bar, because we can't use the button, you can see. Okay, so let's style the main info. I'm gonna add only z index. It's gonna be the 1. As we have absolute, it's supposed to be on the top. Yeah, you can see. Let's fix the contact me text on the bottom. We need to create the hover. So btn main offer, hover, and text decoration. It's gonna be the none. I'm gonna add the background color. It's gonna be the variable primary red hover. Okay, and let me copy the color. Okay, and let's create the transition to look more smooth. Transition, I'm gonna add 0.2 seconds is in out. Save. Okay, I like this better. Let's check on the mobile. I want to hide the particles when the screen gonna be the less than 768 pixels, and we're gonna make smaller the heading text. So let's add the medium at max width 768 pixels, and let's add the class name right here, particles canvas. Save, and right here gonna add this class and display. I want to add none. Let's see. Yeah, it's disappeared. And let's change type text and the heading. Let's go here, main info. I want to gonna copy this. I'm gonna add the media size, media max width 768 pixels, and the class font size, I'm gonna add 1.5 RAM, and don't forget add important, because we are write bootstrap rule. Okay, all right, and let's make a little bit smaller the type text. Let me copy this block, add here. So let's get rid of this. Gonna do in a one block. Okay, it's 1.5, and the typed class. We're gonna, let me copy, add right here, and font size I'm gonna add 1.3. Okay, let's save and let's see. Let's make it 1.7, a little bit bigger. Yep. And let's see on other devices. Okay, let's fix this. Let's make a little bit smaller the logo. And where's our nav brand? Okay, gonna copy the rule. For media block and nav bar brand right here. I'm gonna type nav bar brand. The width, I'm gonna add 7 rem. Yep. Okay, let's check all devices just in case. Okay, iPad. Okay, showed up the particle, so it's Pro. Duo. Alright, so I think that's it for this video. If we forget something, we will fix it on the way. Let's go back to code editor. Let's open the terminal. Let's check with the git status. So what we made, what the changes we made. And of course, first we need to git add, not commit after we add. Okay, header complete. Alright, we commit, git status. Okay, nothing to commit. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a new branch, header, because we wanna push the header branch. Okay, we need to create the new branch. Check out branch header. Okay, now we're in the header, and now we're gonna git push u origin header. Alright, so let's check. I'm gonna open again the GitHub account. And the repository, and yep, we pushed the header branch. I hope you guys like this project and this is what you was looking for. This was the first almost hour-and-a-half video of this course. So what you're gonna get on the end of this course? You will learn how to build web apps with React and Bootstrap, how to use external libraries with React.js, exercise, you're gonna a lot exercise during the build this course. Also, you're gonna learn how to develop responsive and mobile friendly applications. People can watch on different screens your web app, and you will learn how to create the functional contact form so people can contact you. And you're gonna learn how to use the Git, how to create branches, how to add to the Git, how to commit, and you're gonna learn how to create the repositories, and you can upload your project to the GitHub, and of course how to push the branches to the GitHub repository. Also, you're gonna learn how to deploy the project on GitHub pages for free so people can see your project online, and much more, guys. So if you want to continue, then welcome to the full version of the course. The link gonna be in the description below, and thank you for watching. See you in a full version.